right. Hey guys, we really, really, really need to talk about some really dumb shit going on right now. And a lot of it seems to be a political tactic where we are literally having our thoughts manipulated. So I'm here, and it's gonna, just saying that, I'm probably like setting a lot of people being like, yeah, sure, right, whatever. But no, I want to get straight to the point. You know, like tabloids. And you know how people just sit there and gossip about celebrities? Well, they're doing the same thing now, but with politics. And instead of it being about truth, it's like dirty tactics, kind of like those mob mentality people that they're like, oh, well, we'll use our popularity as a way to make people feel like shit. So essentially, it's bullying, and it's using the news to do it. And I know I'm looking at a page right here, right now, about what it's time to say. Retirement is dead. This is what will take place. Um, you're seeing a lot of these articles written by people of this age group, and a lot of these people, I don't want to say, are bitter, angry old bastards, but they are. And they also are the main shareholders for a lot of these big corporations. Not this guy in particular, but this entire thing that is taking place that we need to talk about because it's getting absolutely fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. We're not caring about people. We're not. We don't give a fuck about people. We give a fuck about money. And it makes no logical sense that you could be working so hard to try to build a better future for kids, but then you have these fucking idiots. And I don't want to call you an idiot, but if you are one of those people, I'm sorry. That is the word I'm fucking using because you're fucking stupid for not considering the big picture. Now, it's not just about now. I know living for the moment is so important. It's enjoying life. But the problem comes when you have all these people who don't enjoy life and then they become emotionally distraught. You know, they're handling so much, and we're talking about mental health, right? Like, it's a big thing, right? Big corporations. I think it's nice that some people are actually starting to think about these things because maybe that might be where we're bridging it, and maybe we can change this tone of frustration into one of understanding. I'm really concerned for the state of the world. When I log in to msn.com, and let's just see what happens when I go there right now. I think it's msn.com because I've been trying out Microsoft Edge. Now let's look at this main page, okay? And we got Trudeau's tone deaf, hopeless trip to India opinions. Okay. Is he a celebrity or is he a person? I know that he does take photographs and shares that, and in a public figure spot, then that's what it becomes. But our last prime minister wasn't in the spotlight like that at all. In fact, most of the time he was avoiding discussing all of these things unless it passed his agenda. Elizabeth May can remember that absolutely without a doubt, because I don't know how often it was reviewed that we weren't actually able to have a conversation with our prime minister. He was too busy following somebody else's agenda, which to me is a little bit treasonous if you're not working for the Canadian people. But let alone having media constantly come back and throw these people in like the way we treat celebrities, which, speaking of celebrities, let's just scroll down the freaking wall. You know, what are they made for? Entertainment. Teen mom star. Like, sues MTV for sex shaming. Wow, is this really news? Is it really news? What's important in the world? Is it these individuals and those, like, the law system suing people for no, like, this is something so toxic. It's just the most toxic, useless thing in the entire world that you literally have to just be quiet because you have these people bullying you with media, and this goes for business too. Let's see. Loblaws hit by rewards program fixed pricing costs. Okay, I've been seeing a lot of just pieces of opinions where we're reading this news and it's telling us how to feel, how to think about these things. Now, it's just, is that really how we should feel, though? Or is that just somebody reflecting their opinion on us? And that's exactly what it is. But the thing is, when people are talking about fake news, fake news, fake news, this is what I mean, that, Donald Trump's not always completely wrong and evil. In fact, again, even he is just a human too. The entire way that we conduct society is something that we agreed to. So when we're sitting here reading tabloids about famous people, we are contributing to that toxicity. It's not a small group of people, it's us as individuals needing to look at ourselves and how we conduct reality, so we can fix it. Right here, the father of the internet sees his invention reflected back through a black mirror. Because the idea of the internet itself, it really was a beautiful, beautiful thing. It allowed everybody everywhere to have equal access to so many opportunities. But instead, it's actually, there was a lot of people dreaming of utopia type situations with it. So, I mean, we still see that today, that there's people trying to establish these types of systems, but you always have people trying to exploit it. So it's a reflection. This is a reflection of the inside world that's hiding in plain sight. When we're wondering why reality's so corrupt and all this is stuff that people normally hide. They put on their big, beautiful face and they're like, yeah, I'm so charming and dashing and I will sell you my news or my character or whatever. However we manipulate, because everybody does it in their own way. This is not an individual thing. This is a collective whole. We are a reflection. We are a mirror of each other. Every single one of us is a potential of who we could have been if we were raised in those conditions. And the stories that we're seeing here, like, let's go to CBC. Oh, I'm gonna have to go after this. But, oh, hello, Boop. Aw, that's so sad. It's just, it doesn't need to be this way. We don't need to be so selfish. People can actually have the ability to retire. Why? Why would we not want that to be a thing? Why would we want people to work until they die? That is just absolutely emotionless. If we don't care about these things, if we don't care about parents trying to give their kids a future, why are they working for them? This is why we care. And I don't think people realize that that's why we're paying for the internet, so we can connect to each other, not so we can be spammed with all these stupid advertisements that we just don't care about. I gotta go back to being a mom because my baby woke up and I was trying to do this video while I had a moment. So these people, they can pay for their voice. The time that I have to talk about this is very limited, and I'm really grateful that we can have these discussions now, guys. So thank you very much for your thoughts and input. I really, really hope that we can focus on their future. And even if you don't have kids, what if reincarnation's real? You have to come back around again. Don't you want to be investing for your own future? There's no way that we can disprove this. People are constantly thinking heaven's another place, but why can't it be on Earth too? Sure, we see darkness, but the darkness is inside of ourselves when we're gossiping, when we're telling lies, and when we're trying to use our feelings of negativity to harm other people. It's the same thing that we're seeing with all of these horrible events, in the news. We can prevent this. We can prevent this by extending love. And if people aren't feeling miserable, then they aren't going to be wanting to be leaving the game. My next door neighbor took his life last year. I've seen this man as a cab driver in my community for so long. And thank you for the water. All right, I'm going to get you back to bed before you don't want to go back to bed. But thank you again for your time. And I want to talk about the law stuff too, like what happened with those 2 teenager cases out west. That to me seems like a divide political tactic where we want to make it seem like people don't care. I care about these people and I care about their feelings and I care that we have done these horrible things from the past and I want to heal this. So let's start the discussion with this. Thanks guys. Have a good one.